Hello friends, as we all know that Endeca Information Discovery is an excellent tool for reporting for the structured and unstructured data both. So in today's session we will know how to make a new project in Endeca, how to load the data, how to make a new project, how to load the data, how to make the graphs, all these stuffs uh, we will know in today's session. So today's agenda is, first of all, we have a sample application provided from the Oracle. Okay, we will import that application into our system. We have some default graphs which will be reused in almost every project. Okay, so we will be importing that getting started application, one sample application. After that, we will make a new Clover server project. After that, we will configure the same project. We have workspace.prm file in which we have the project related information. In every project, we need to configure this file. After that, we will make a new graph using some connections, and we will load the data into Endeca Server, and your first report will be published. It's just a matter of the 10-15 minutes. After 10-15 minutes you will be able to make a project in Endeca. Okay, let's get started. So we have some prerequisite also there, that Oracle Endeca Server and the Clover ETL server and Oracle Endeca Studio is already installed in this system. Okay, if not, we can easily install these all components using the Oracle guides. Okay, so let's start. First of all, we are importing our getting started application. We can download this sample application from the Oracle website. I will be giving this URL in the description, of the video. Okay, you can easily download this thing. It will be a zip file. You can unzip also. Okay, so first of all, we'll make a new project. Okay, for making this project, for loading the data, we'll be using this tool, Clover ETL integrator. Okay, this is a general open source ETL tool. It's like Informatica or ODI. Like we have several tools for extract, transform, and load the data. Same things this tool is also doing. Okay, so first we'll make a new project. Okay, we can make a Clover ETL project. This, if you have not installed the ETL server, Clover ETL server, then you can make the Clover ETL project. Okay, it will make a local copy of the project. If you have installed the Clover ETL server, then it is the best way to make a Clover ETL server project, because it will give you a lot of other services like monitoring and monitoring the loads and others, like server, um, a lot of server information will be there. Okay, so like first of all, for getting imported of the like getting start, okay, I will use this Clover ETL project. Okay, I'll be giving the name this, okay, getting started. Mm, okay, there's the default workspace location. Okay, whenever you first time open this Clover ETL, this tool, it will ask the workspace location on your local machine. Okay, I have given this one. Okay, so there we will be giving the project name. Okay, all other things are default. I'm not touching anything there. Fine. So there you will be seeing the getting started first project. Okay, these all folder will come by default there. Okay, now I have downloaded the sample application from this Oracle website. Okay, I have unzipped also this thing in my local machine, mm, this thing, okay, and this folder came out of it, getting started. Okay, so I'm giving my project the same name, getting started, there. Okay, but I have given the underscore there. Okay, so we will import this project. There you will find the import option. If you click on the file, after file the import, there you need to give the location. You can import the archive file also. I'm importing from the file system. Okay, next, there we need to give the location, wherever we have unzipped our downloaded file. Okay, uh, let me put this location. Okay. Mhm. So I think we should go inside in getting started. Okay, okay, there I'm checking all the things. Okay, there I'm checking overwrite existing resource without warning. Actually we have already these folders. Okay, so these all folders are empty. Okay, but whatever we have imported, all the data, all the codes are inside these folders. So these folders are having the same name. These should be overwritten when we are importing our getting started application. Okay, so let's finish it. Now if you see, there we have the graphs. Okay, in the data in we have the default some CSV files. So we have successfully imported our getting started application, and we will be using some default graphs for making the data domains and resetting the data things. Okay, like init data domain and reset data domain. These are the graphs which are used in almost every project. Okay, so now are you ready to start our new ETL server project? Let's do it. Okay, so file, new, Clover ETL server project. Okay, there we need to give the URL where of our ETL server. Okay, for me I have installed the ETL Clover server in our local machine. This is the URL. I have given the Clover username and my password I have reset it. I inserted my password there and test connection. The connection is still right. Okay, now go to the next. We have some already, some projects are there. Okay, if we want to import any project from the server, we can use this wizard, but there we are going to make a new project. Okay, so I'm going to make a new application to load, like let's take a simple example. Okay, I have the table employees. Okay, I have data there. I just want to load this data into our uh, Endeca server, and I want to make a new report out of it. Okay, so I'm giving any name. Okay, employee, this is my project name. Code root path is like it will be on the server. Okay, and the server one root path employee will be there. Next. Okay, finish. Now the same project is hosted on your server also. We have these default folders there. Okay, we need to configure this file, workspace.prm. Hmm. Okay. I'm opening this file. Open with text editor. Okay. uh, this is the file from our getting started application workspace.prm. Okay, same thing we need to configure in our application also. Okay, I'm copying this thing. Okay, let's go to our application employee. Okay, we have the same file workspace.prm. I'm opening with text editor. I'm seeing some example things are there. Okay, whatever is there, just replace it with the getting started. Okay, the workspace prm file what were there in the getting started we have copied there. Okay, now all things will be default by default. Okay, now the server host. Okay, now for my project I'm using the local host, but if you have the Endeca server on whatever host, okay, you just need to give the host name and or IP address there. Okay, Endeca server port where the Endeca server is there, by default it is 7001. Okay, data domain name that we need to change. Okay, data domain is what? Data domain you can assume as storage. Okay, whatever data we are loading, okay, on the Endeca server uh, it will be loaded on this domain. Okay, so you can assume as of now uh, it as a location where we are going to download, we are going to load our data. Okay, usually we give it the same name whatever we have the project. Okay, so we have the project name there, employee, so we can give it the same name. Okay, we can save it, control as same, simple, hit it. Now let's make our first graph. Okay, click on graph, new, ETL graph. Okay, um, let's load the data. Load data graph. Okay, it will be there in the employee in the graph folder. Okay, so first of all, we are making an application to load the data from one oracle table. Okay, so there are several options there for reading, writing, joining, loading, everything. Okay, you can explore all these things one by one. Many of the things I'll be exploring in our next videos. Okay, so first of all, if we want to load the data from oracle, okay, from ndb, okay, let's take this reader, db input table. Okay, for the database I think we need all the connection also, connection details. So let's make a new connection there. Create db connection. There you have all the drivers. Okay, it may be Microsoft SQL Server, it can be generic ODBC, SQLite. Okay, so I'm making the connection with the Oracle. Okay, so let me give it any name. Fine. Their username, the password, their XG, their IP name, their host name, the string, and service name, whatever you find. Usually you find these things in this SQL developer or in any connection. Okay, so we have the local host, we have the portal 1521 exit. Okay, same thing that we are giving there. Let's validate the connection. Connection valid. Okay, so we can proceed with this thing. So now we have the connection EMP there. Okay, let's configure in, let's configure there DB connection we are giving in SQL query. Now whatever we are reading we can give there. Okay, let's go to the HR schema. We'll find all the things there. We have the table employee. Okay, can generate. Okay, select star from HR dot employee we are taking. Okay, you can, if you want to validate, you can validate the query. Where is valid? Okay, apply. Now for loading the data into Endeca, we need this thing. Add bulk replace, bulk add replace. Okay, so for doing, usually for the full load we use this component. Okay, bulk add replace record. We'll be connecting this thing. Okay, whatever the you know what is the most important thing in Endeca, that you to configure these metadata. Okay, whatever link you have given there, okay, you need to give a metadata there, the information of the data whatever we are loading. Okay, so we are making one metadata there. We can make the metadata from ourselves also. We can extract it from database or data file, anything. Okay, as of now I'm going to extract it from database. Okay, all the connection information whatever we have given already, the same thing. Okay, for the employees, same thing, select star from employees I am doing. So it will give as the information about the column name and their data type. Okay, so whatever we are loading in the Endeca, we need all the column names and data type in the proper sequence always. Okay, if you want to check the information, you can check there. First name string data type, last name string data type, hire date data type. Okay, what is the format, everything you can check there. Finish. Now we can select the metadata. We have given name metadata, also the name employees. Okay, if you want to rename, you can rename it there. Okay, now we need to configure this bulk add replace record. Okay, their server host name, port name, Endeca server context. Okay, but you can give the variable also there, dollar Endeca server host. If you want to give any variable, like okay, how to use the variable, let me show you. Whatever variable you want to use, you need to define there. Okay, in this file. So this is our like Endeca server host. One variable is there. For this we have given the local host. Okay, if you want to use it in our graph, there as a variable, so you can do this thing. Just put these brackets. So you can use the variable just by putting um, the bracket signs and the dollars, okay, with the variable what you have defined in our workspace PRM file. So in workspace PRM file we have Endeca server host, one variable is there, we have assigned some value to it, and we are using the same thing there. Okay, same we can use the server port also, Endeca server context also. Okay, okay, data domain name, what we have given the name in our workspace.prm file. So we have the data domain name employee there. So we can give the data domain name collection key and the spec attribute. Spec attribute the primary key. Okay, so a unique column in our table or any data whatever is coming. If we don't have any unique column, then we need to add it by we can use the sequence generator also. Okay, anything we can do. So for us as of now, I think we have this column employee ID is there. We can use it. Collection key is the set. Okay, actually we will be having the some views. Okay, when we are loading the data, it will make a view. Okay, so our base view or whole data whatever we are loading, it will be given a name. Okay, on top of that we can make another view also, so the base view will be coming with this name. Okay, employee ID I'm giving. Okay, we will apply there. Okay, control S, everything is fine. Still it is showing this thing. This version. Okay, so we have done all the things. Okay, but this Endeca domain employees, actually this is the location on the Endeca server, but this is not created till now. So how to create this thing? So we'll be going to getting started graph, getting started project. There we have this init data domain graph. Okay, if you will open it. Okay, so this is the default graph, we can use it. Okay, basically it will take the status of the data domain. If it is disabled, then it will be enable it. If the data domain does not exist, then with the same name it will create it. Okay, so name it will be taking from our workspace.prm file. So I'm copying this graph just by control C. You can copy the things there, and I'm pasting the same graph in our application employee. Okay, I'm pasting it. Okay, so let's run first of all our display data domain graph. Okay, you can run, just run. Okay, you can check all the status there that not exist, create data domain. Okay, so this graph is successfully executed. Okay, so now data domain is there. Now we need to load the data. Okay, if we save this graph, okay, we can run this graph also. Run. finished. Okay. Okay, so we can see there that 107 records are loaded. Okay, now we will be making a report using this data, and we can see this data on the Endeca server also. Let's go to our Endeca Studio. Just give your username and password. Okay, we need to make a new application there. Okay, let's make this employee. Okay, use a pre-built Endeca server. We don't have our data domain there in this list. Okay, so first of all we need to configure it. Okay, for that go to control panel. Okay, you can see there on the setting control panel, there click on the Endeca server. Okay, just make a new connection. There you can give the name employee. Server is where your Endeca server is installed. Okay, so for me it is localhost, port Endeca server port. Okay, port number for our server is 7001. These are the same details which we have given in workspace.prm file. Okay, the data domain name Endeca server details. Okay, all these details we need to give in the workspace.prm file and as well as there. Okay, we will validate this thing. Connection definition format is validated and successfully connected. We will save it. Okay, so now we have our domain is configured there. So we'll go to back home, new application, employee. You can give some description there. So we can make select employee. Okay, done. So your first application is ready. Congratulations, you can see the data now. Okay, all the graph, all the data. Okay, if you want to add any other things, you can just simply add it. Okay, let's add a chart. Okay, you can configure this data selection, the employee ID. This is the base view. The collection key, what we have given, the same name will appear there. Chart type, it's okay. Let's take a pie chart. Okay, configuration. Let's take a salary. Okay, and dimension. Let's take our job ID. Okay, share. You can preview it also. Okay, exit. You can see this chart. Okay, we can see that this graph job ID SA wrap is having the maximum salary. Okay, it is the sum of all the department, or mainly all the job IDs. Okay, so your first application is ready. You can use it. Okay, congratulations. See you in the next video. We will be exploring the additional things there. We have a lot of things which we can do in the Endeca. Okay, bye bye, see you.